How's everyone doing? I'm going to talk to you like how it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to give you reasons why they're cop-outs. But I will tell you what happened, where it went wrong, and what I'm doing about it. Some of you are going to listen to this. I lost track of God. I lost touch that I promised that I wouldn't. But the devil orchestrated my demons in me. He orchestrated them well and caused turmoil in my life, and that's what he's doing. He's there to seek, kill, and destroy. That's his job. But I'm going to make some long stories very short. I'm not going to say that they're excuses. I'm not going to just say that they're reasons to justify my actions, because all my actions were my choices, and then I know they were wrong. But I'll get one thing straight now. I never cheated on Teresa. Never. Not once. Not even close. Had I chances? Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I did have chances. I get chances every day that I work. But I'm not. I don't go there. That's one demon that was gone. Never even existed within me. And I'll never entertain that demon, for sure, 100%. That was my dad. And I swore to myself that I would never be my dad. But make a long story short, I did lots of stupid, crazy things, and I sent myself to a very dark world. And the shadows started to consume me, literally. And I wanted it all to end. I just literally wanted it all to end. I wanted it to magically somehow just disappear. And God said, no, that's not going to happen. He says, you can do what you want. He says, but I'm not going to let you die. That's when I called Teresa last night, and I asked her, I says, would you come save me from myself if you felt that it would save some hope? And she says she would do anything. My old self didn't believe her. My old self still says that she's just all like the others, and I need to leave before I get hurt. Not gonna lie. The part that loves her says, I need that part to kill my demons. I need that to be true to kill my other demons that have killed this relationship or try to destroy it. And she did. She came. She came just like she said she would. She's loved me to the point, just like she says she would. But my self-demons don't want it to work, don't want to get hurt. And it's going to destroy my happiness. Proven wrong. So you say, well, I knew she was. Well, you know what? You haven't been where I've been. I'm not saying that she is like the rest of her. I expect her to be the worst. Maybe the old self expected her to be just like the rest. I've been hurt a lot of times in my life, and I really felt I was unbroken. I was unfixable, should I say. I was broken so much I was unfixable. That I played with those demons, and I've walked in the darkness and danced with the devil so many years, 35 years, that there was no returning to who I wanted to be. I tried. I told Teresa after she showed up, and trust me, I am not a talker when I'm high. I am not a talker. But I did, and I told her things that I haven't told anybody. Nobody. God knew, obviously. But I told her things that I've never told anybody. And it was a sense of overwhelmingness that had just been lifted off of me. When I got down on my knees and gave myself to God 6 years ago, I promised Him I would trust Him, I would do anything. And He has. He has kept me safe. He has guided me, given me so many blessings, grace and mercy over the last few years. And I let that go. I lost track. But over the last few days it got really dark. I couldn't even see the light. I couldn't see the light. I lost hope. Somehow in that darkness, as the shadows started to consume me, I guess I grabbed onto something, and it just happened to be a shimmer of hope, because I had asked her, and it worked. She came and saved me. God tried to talk to me. I didn't listen. Friends on Facebook tried to talk to me. I didn't listen. God literally tried to talk to me, and I didn't listen. I wanted it to end. I wanted the pain to end. I had no more fight. I had no more strength. I was tired. I was weak. I was literally... There were times in my life where I thought I was at the lowest and I couldn't get any lower. I proved myself wrong. It can get lower. I was one step away from physical death. God wasn't going to let it happen, though. Some of you out there thinking, no, God's not going to let it happen. Don't believe that. If the devil wants to kill you, he will. And he'll succeed. He will succeed one of these times. You're going to take that chance? Some of you are out there trying to figure, well, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't need God in my life. I don't need God. Yeah, you do. I did this for 35 years. I know. I tried to do it on my own. I tried to figure it out. Can't. You can get small answers just to keep your head above the water. You can get small answers just to make you survive just enough. Just enough. But you won't be completely satisfied. Some of you, and you know who I'm talking about, some of you have people who there unconditionally love you. They will give you anything just to make sure you stay alive. But that's wrong. It's a coward's way out. It's a foolish man's way out. Using people to get what you want. That's what it's called. You can call it whatever you want. You're using people to get what you want. You're taking advantage of the situation. And one day, all it's going to get you is eternal hell. But if I had people growing up that had loved me unconditionally, and if some of you are going to say, well, I did. Well, no. Look up the definition unconditionally, and you didn't. Love me unconditionally. Some of you have people out there that love you unconditionally, but you don't see it. You won't grasp onto it. If I had that, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today. I don't have anybody that I could just call up when I'm in despair. I don't have anybody to lean on if I need help, except God. So you say, oh, that's supposed to be all you need. You're right. That is all I need. But as a human, I'm going to make faults. I'm going to make wrong choices. It's a little harder. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little harder to trust God when you're hurting. Or when the devil gets inside your head. Some of you are going to say, well, I can't do this on my own. Some of you don't have to do it on your own. And I'm going to say all of you don't need to do it on your own. If you don't have someone physically there to help you, I can promise you, it may take a little longer with just God, but it's going to happen if you just do it. I was in a dark place. I never wanted to go back there again. I never intentionally wanted to go back there again, but I did. Because that's what I do. That's what I've done in the past. I talked with Teresa and told her things that I've never told nobody before. And the sense of overwhelmingness just came off me. A couple of my demons even died. That weighed me down for years. 35 fucking years. 35 fucking years. I played with those demons. Too long. That's 36 years too long. But whatever the case, things are getting better now. I do see a shimmer of light. I do see hope. And I know I still feel loved. I didn't, but I do now. Again. Some of you have that. And when these people that love you, that say they love you, and do love you actually, and when they die or get into an accident, what are you going to tell yourself then? You won't have a chance. You don't get a second chance to tell people. Unless you're still alive. This is your only second chance that you're going to have. You know what? Some people have been there for me inadvertently. Even off to the side. Some people I've never met before. People I've never met before. Help me through this. You know who you are. Some of you, I could say I've never met before, but apparently we did, Diane. We did meet before. But not really talked like on a level like this. But I do want to thank Teresa for coming last night. She gave me hope. She gave me the hope that I needed. She gave me the hope that I lost, that I believed that wasn't there. She gave me the love that I believed that wasn't there, that was there. I lost track of God. I lost touch with God. It was my choice. It was my consequence. I put myself where I did. And I will blame nobody. Nobody. I will not use no excuses. I will not use reasons to justify my actions. I made the choice. Because I was tired of it. But God said, no, it's not time yet. And He gave me the people that I needed to get out of that hole. That eternal death that I was just laying there, just rotting in. But thank you for everyone. And I'm sorry for the ones that I hurt. I truly am. It was not my intentions. It was not my intentions for my old demons to come out and play. Did I tell her that it was possible? Yeah, I did tell her that it was possible. And as an addict, a recovering addict, you can even say, I don't care what you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. You're an addict. Once an addict, always an addict. You're either active or you're sleeping. One of the two. Don't care how long you've been. As an addict, you can never, ever, 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 never say, I can promise you that I'm not going to do drugs no more, because you're just lying to yourself and you will. I can promise you that. I can promise that I'll try never to, but I can't promise you that I won't. And it's not easy. It's not easy out here. It's fucking hard as hell. This is a very dark world we're living in. A lot of you see that. But it's how we choose to live in it. We can choose to see the darkness and live in darkness. Or we could choose to see the light and live by the light. I was living by the light for a very long time. Hell, that's how me and Teresa met. But I have lived in darkness before. I am all too familiar with that. It doesn't make me a bad person. It's never made me a bad person. It's made me a good person who's made wrong choices. But anybody out there, and I'm talking anybody, I don't care if you're on my Facebook or not. If you're seeing this video, you obviously need help, or you want to know. You want to know for somebody else, or you just want to know. But if you're watching this video because you need understanding, you need help, doesn't matter what time of day. If I can answer the phone, I will. And if I can't, leave a number and I'll call you back as soon as I can. That's all I can promise. Call me, 231-730-3347. I'll tell you again at the end of the video. But I try to do it all on my own. I try to save the world. I try to do so much for so long that eventually just caved in because I thought I was doing good and I thought God was helping me, but ultimately I was doing it on my own. I stopped trusting God. Simply, as simple as that. But I'm getting better now. Am I there yet? No, I'm not going to lie. I'm not. Am I closer than I was 3 years ago? One hell of a lot closer. But thank you for listening. And again, for people who need this. People who need to hear it. I'm not going to ever sugarcoat things like some people. I'm not going to give you things like some people. That's an initiator. You're not helping them because you love them. You're only helping them to hurt them. Stop sugarcoating things, people. What this world needs now is tough love. You want to know what this whole COVID deal is? This is tough love. This is God's tough love right now. And if you get purged, sorry. May the Lord have mercy on you. It's time to give tough love, people. Tell it like it is. Don't sugarcoat it. I won't. I can promise you I never will. I don't care. It's not my intentions for you to like me, but I will tell you the truth. Maybe that's why some people do like me. But I can be compassionate as well. But don't ever expect me just to give you the things that you need to survive. That's not my job. But bring God back into your life. Bring God into your life if it's the first time. I'll help you. I'll help you in more ways than you could ever dream possible. The right way. Not the church way. Church way is the wrong way. I promise you that. I don't care if you hear this or not and you think I'm bullshit. The church way is the wrong way. God never invented churches. God never created churches. He created churches within us. But he didn't physically create churches. His intentions were never for churches to be places for assembly, to praise and preach Jesus. Those are hypocrites. Every single one of them. I don't care if you hear this or not and don't like it. Churches are full of hypocrites. Show me one that's different. Prove me wrong, and I bet you can't. You can think you can prove me wrong, but I will quickly prove you wrong. I have 100%. So has Jesus back in his days. Churches want what they want. And they want to show people what they want. But really, they're not doing anything. You want a church? Create one within yourself. You could show the light, and you could show the light to the world just by yourself. In a group, even. I'm not saying God didn't say be around other Christians. Yes, He wants you to be around other Christians. He wants you to pray together. Pray by yourself, too. He doesn't want, for when you pray, He doesn't want you to pray where people can see, where people can hear. He wants you to go inside a closet. And He wants you to pray in silence, for no one to see, for no one to hear. That's a true prayer. But I'm not here to preach the Bible. I am here to tell you the truth and say it the way that God intended for it to be said, the way God said it, the way Jesus said it, the way it says in the Bible. I'm not going to change the words to make you believe things. So for God gave His only Son that so you can live, begotten Son, gave His life. Yes, He gave my life for me. Some of you are going to be very surprised one day when He comes back, because the churches tell you, He so loved the world that He gave His only Son that so you can have life, everlasting life. Bullshit. He gave His life because you refused to sin. He came to take your sin away, yes. He came to give you everlasting life, yes. That does not mean physical life. That does not mean you're automatically granted, you're going to be granted entry into heaven one day. That's bullshit. Read the rest of that verse. Read the rest of that chapter. Then you'll know the truth. Churches won't tell you that. Churches will paraphrase the Bible just to tell you exactly what you need to hear. That's what the devil does. Even the devil knows the Bible. And remember, the devil used to be an angel. Used to be a God-fearing man. Remember that. I'm not here to sugarcoat things and tell you. It's a hard, hard world when you live by the will of God. And you're going to be ridiculed. And you're going to be hated. And your circle of so-called friends will get smaller. But I'm not here for them. You can look at my circle of friends, and honestly and truly, I'm sorry, I have 0 friends. I have 0 true friends. 0. I have friends. Yes, don't get me wrong. Some of you may still start to grow into that true friend list. I haven't known you long enough to, but slowly you're getting there. But I have 0 true friends. That was my choice. Because the ones that so-called wanted to be my friends, I found out who they really were. You want to find out who even your spouse, your lover, your friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You want to know how they're really like? Get into a fight. Get into an argument. Get into a heated argument. Then and only then, will you find out what demons still lie within them and who they truly are. I didn't want this to happen, no. I didn't want this to closely happen. I thought this would never happen, to be honest. Am I glad it happened? Yeah, I am. I really am. Because you know why? Got rid of some of my demons. And I got to see who Teresa really was. And I'm pleased with that. Me and Teresa have come a long way. And we've still got a lot to learn, don't get me wrong. We've got a lot to learn. But we're doing it God's way. No, I'm not saying this is God's way. God's way means loving unconditionally, understanding, compassion. She still wants to provide for me because right now I'm just not working, but I choose not to work. It's my consequence, it's my choice. Am I going to use them? No, I can promise you I won't. I'll sleep in my car before I do that. As they said, Teresa told me, she goes, well, you've been providing for us endlessly. So it's besides the point. I believe that's my job. I'm a man. I'm supposed to provide for my family. When I chose to have a family, I chose to provide for that family. And if I can't do that, then I fail as a man. And I know right now I failed as a man. I failed a lot of things in my life. But I try and make them right as quickly as I can when I know I'm fault. But I will say the last 6 years have been the better parts of my life than the first parts. I don't make a lot of the stupid choices I used to make back then, constantly over and over and over and over again. I have made them, yes I have. And I'll be quick to take that blame. I'm not going to use excuses and carry my way out of it. I'm not going to have excuses to justify my actions, my wrong actions. I will take blame and I will try to quickly remedy them. But I will stop trying to remedy them my way. I'm going to have to start trusting God. I know that. So will Teresa. We know it's going to be a hard road. But we're getting there. We're getting there the right way, actually. Oh, people say, well, we did things the right way. So be it. I don't know. I'm glad you did if you did. Some of you think you're doing it the right way, but you're not. It's a slow death. You don't have your shit together as much as you say you do. And you'll never gain true happiness the way you're doing it by yourself. Come to God. I'm not saying you have to be a Bible thumper. You don't even have to come close to that. But you need to hear the Word. You need to start living by the Word. You can live by the Word and still have fun. I can promise you that. I will show you how to do that. I can show you how to be granted entry into heaven one day and still go out and enjoy yourself the right way. You can do things you never dreamed possible. You can go places you never dreamed possible if you just live by God's will. Live by the fruit of the Spirit. Continue to plant those good seeds. Quit hating your brothers and sisters. Because it's going to be a dark, dark world one day. And one day it just may be too late. Think, oh, it'll be too late. One day it'll be too late. And you won't have that second chance. Have it while you do that second chance while you still can. Again, my number is 231. My number again is 231 730 3347. 231 730 3347. Call me. If I don't answer, leave a message. I work a lot and I do sleep. I will answer your calls. I will give you the non-sugar-coated versions of what you need to hear. But don't do it if you're not willing to listen. Don't do it if you're not willing to change. But you guys enjoy your day. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry for all those I hurt. I can promise you I'm sorry from the bottom of my soul. And thank you for all those ones who inadvertently were part of this whole recovery, who were there waiting to try and help me out of the shadows. You know who you are. Thank you. But for those who need help, for those who wanted to know, I'm here. This is my story. My name's Jesus. Ironically, my name's Jesus. I just want the world to see the light. I want people to share the same joy I've felt when I've had God in my life. And you could do it without being one of these hypocritical church people. God, you can do it so much like that, not like them, and still be happy, and still have God, still do it right. But I'm here for you. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later.